everybody, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my setup. I haven't done one of these videos for so long. A lot has changed. I haven't done any videos since I've been in the house, and that's been a long time. So I know this is something that a good amount of people want to see, but I also wanted to do this video as kind of like a, not just showing you my setup, but also talking about a way for you to get a super easy, affordable setup for yourself if you're wanting to just get into streaming or making YouTube videos. So hopefully I can give you guys some advice to make you a super awesome content creator, way better than me. Now, just to be fully transparent with everything, I'm working with Logitech for this video, and also most of the stuff you see in my setup is from companies that I am sponsored by, but and I will always stand by this, I'm not using these products because I'm sponsored by the company. I got sponsored by the company because I use their products. I've used these products for years, and I sought out these companies to be sponsored by them because I believe in their products and I've been using them for years. So I wanted to be super transparent with you guys before everyone's like, oh, but she's sponsored by Scuff, so duh. Well, yeah, but I'm sponsored by Scuff because they're freaking awesome. And I was like, hey, sponsor me. Now that that's out of the way, let's show you my setup. So we're gonna start off by taking a look at the produced side of my setup. Now, what I mean by produced is, this is all set up, right? All of this has been set up for this to be what you see when you see me streaming or I'm making a video. And then we'll take a look at the sometimes not so pretty side of the rest of my setup of how I make all of this work from the outside looking in instead of just looking in at my produced set. It's not really a set, but we're gonna call it a set. So first, let's talk about the thing that you are watching this on, and that is the Logitech C922 webcam. Now, I originally started streaming with the Logitech C920 webcam. That was, what? Oh my God, when did I first do a face cam? 6 years ago? I don't know, 5 years ago? Something like that. It's been a long time since I've been using Logitech C920 webcam. C922 is the upgrade from that. It has some really cool features, like it can make it look like you have a green screen without you actually having a green screen. It also has the capability of making your picture look good in low lighting. So if you don't have professional lighting, your webcam is still going to look good. And it's $99.99, so it's not super expensive, it's not super cheap either, but compared to other camera options out there, it's pretty reasonable. Now, when I'm usually streaming, I'm using the Logitech Brio webcam, which is 4K. Now, it's $100 more than the Logitech C922, so if you're wanting to get started with streaming and you want a webcam, I would definitely recommend that one. The Brio is more expensive, but it allows you to be ready for 4K if that's something that's important to you. Same thing goes with it though, you just plug it in and it works. Listen, technology hates me. So if I can just plug something in and it works, that makes me very happy. Now, next thing is my beautiful pink keyboard and mouse. This is the Razer Blackwidow Quartz. Now, it's super loud. People hate it, but I personally really like clicky-clacky keyboards, and this keyboard only came in the most clicky clack, so I had to get it because it's pink. And now the mouse is the Razer Lancehead. You can see Lancehead Quartz. You probably can't read that, but that is what the mouse is. And then I got the mouse pad just because it matches and it's pink and it looks pretty. Listen, I wanted a pink keyboard. I saw it, I bought it instantly. I couldn't stop myself. So that's my stuff. This is my beautiful pink Quartz Blackwidow keyboard, and this is my Razer Lancehead mouse. And this mouse actually is really good. It's made to be left-handed and right-handed, so these buttons at the side do the same thing on both sides. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, you can use that mouse. Now, moving over further down here, you can see my little my little display. We have plushies from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. We have Cade, this is hard pointing, and then I have a mini Shax. We also have a little lamb, because Lamb Squad. And if you've been on my stream or been on the other side of some of my friends' streams, you've probably heard this. This is my tomato. And this is what I squeeze when I'm just like sitting there talking to someone. I get a little bit fidgety, and this thing is really great for that. As long as you don't do it really hard, people don't know that you're squeezing a tomato. This is from Japan. Yeah. It's the most useful $3 I've ever spent. Now we also have my Scuff gaming controller that I accidentally turned on when I picked it up because I'm bad at this, I guess. This is a Scuff Impact, and it is the Jester design. You can probably see quite clearly that that is indeed a Jester. And then this one has 4 paddles on the back. Now, a lot of people ask me frequently about Scuff controllers, like, should I get 4 paddles? Do you use them? I use 3. In Destiny, I use 3. I use this one to like res or plant or deactivate bombs while being able to also aim and shoot. So that's what the good thing is about Scuff controllers, by the way. It's so you can do other activities that are over here without moving your thumb off of the thumbsticks. So yeah, that is my Scuff controller. I love these things. I've been using Scuff since I think I got my first one in Black Ops 2, and I have not gone back since. Scuff Impact, in my opinion, is the best controller they've ever made. So if you're gonna get a Scuff, you should get a Scuff Impact. Now, the thumbsticks that I have, I'm using Control Freaks thumbsticks. Now, I change these around kind of frequently. I really like these ones, which I think are the FPS Freaks. I'm really bad at this. I change them around kind of frequently, and the biggest reason why I started using Control Freaks is because I hold my thumbsticks like this, like right at the edge. Now, if you do that with regular thumbsticks, these are regular PlayStation thumbsticks. If you hold it like this, it ends up getting like completely busted. So I thought that I would start using Control Freaks so that if I do break them, then I'm at least just breaking these and I can replace them very easily. But since I started using them a few years back, I found that I just prefer having Control Freaks. So that's the Scuff controller with Control Freaks, Impact, 4 paddles. The way that they are set up is the default. So you have jump and slide and then reload. Switch weapons, reload. Yeah. Now, the microphone that I use is a Blue Yeti. Very affordable, very easy. Again, it's USB, so you just plug it in and it works. I'm all about just plugging it in and it working. So Yeti I've been using for a long time. I also use a second one for my PlayStation. The reason that I use a Yeti for my PlayStation is because in PlayStation Party, it just works super weird. You won't have the party's audio coming through to the stream or your videos if you're not using a USB microphone. So that's why I have the Yeti. It also makes your audio sound a little bit better over PlayStation Party, which is never a bad thing. Now, also sitting here before I get up and show you the shambles that is my setup, besides this, I have the Astro A40 Trs. These are just amazing. They're just super comfortable. They have great sound. They're super easy to use. It comes with a mix amp, which you can't see. I will show you that when we switch to the other angle. But Astros have just been great. I remember growing up using a really rinky-dink headset and being like, I want to use Astros one day. And now I have Astros, and they make me very happy. So I'll always recommend Astros. I also have the A10s, which are super good, and those are the super affordable Astros. I recommend both of them. I've tried both of them, and I like both of them. Now, I think this is the last thing that I can show you before I have to switch to a different angle to show you the rest of the stuff. But this is a Stream Deck. This is from Elgato, and the way that this works is you have different buttons that you can map for what you want to do. So in OBS, I have all of my different scenes, so I can go to my main screen, my full screen, my end screen, my start screen with just a press of the button. I also have a button to mute my microphone. I have a button to mute Discord, so that's always good. I also have a few buttons for like putting the chat in sub mode if things get a little crazy. And then I have mute alerts now because it now works with Streamlabs, labels, my bad. Yeah, so I'm able to mute everything, run ads, record, do a bunch of stuff just with the press of a button. So this thing has been really, really, really cool in just making it easy to switch scenes. And you can even have it like bring up music or bring up a GIF or play a video and stuff like that. So the Stream Deck has made streaming pretty awesome. You can do some fancy things. It makes you look fancier than you actually are. Okay, now switching over to this view where the video is probably terrible and the audio is probably even worse. Let's start out with my light. This is the light that I use. I literally just looked up Amazon lighting, professional photography, and that's been working pretty good for me. It just lights up the area, makes things always have a consistent lighting. This is the chair that I use, which is a Dxracer chair. It is an F series chair, which I think is the smallest they do, but I would have to double check if that's the case. Cat stuff with Logitech cameras on it, but more cat stuff. a lamp for when I'm not having super bright lamping situations. So you can also see my monitors from here. You can see my... Okay, listen. So the reason I have this here, this is candy from Japan, by the way. It's Daifuku. Yeah, anyway, the reason I have that there is because this arm for my webcam is great, but it's also really freaking stiff. It's hard to move, it's hard to pull up, it's hard to change anything about it. So I just put it on that thing, and that way I can swivel it around for when I'm playing on PC or playing on console. I can change the camera angle very, very easily. As you can see, this is my webcam. It is a Logitech webcam. As I said, that's what I'll be using. And this is the mix amp that I showed you. This is kind of what makes Astros awesome. So I definitely recommend even if you have the A10s, just like pick up a freaking mix amp. It's awesome. It's great. And these are the monitors that I use. I have an Asus monitor, which is mostly what I do console stuff on. And then I have two Dell monitors that I think are pretty sweet. Nothing super duper duper fancy in regards to my monitors. I just like them. I have this one on a swivel arm, which means that I can move it wherever I want to. So usually with me playing console on this monitor, I like to move it a little bit further to the left. And then when I'm playing PC, I like to move it so I can read chat super duper easily. So arms everywhere, freaking webcam arms, I got a microphone arm, I got a monitor arm. It just means that I can change things to be the way that I need them to be. Now, taking a look at the lighting, by the way, that is, that's some spray to clean up cat accidents. Yeah. Okay, now taking a look at the lighting. These are the Philips Hue Bloom lights. I really wanted to kind of switch up the way that I have my background, and I decided to go with lighting, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm excited about it. It makes me happy, and you can change these colors to be any color that you want, so I'm able to do like cool little light shows and stuff like that. So I think that is just about it that I need to show you here. That's my computer. I have a little footstool. There's a Destiny poster thing over there. Oh, and then there's like some stuff over here. We got some Overwatch. We got some Destiny going on. We got some Halo. But I think that's pretty much it that I need to show you from this angle. So now that you guys have seen my setup, I hope I showed you everything. I think I did. That's the main stuff, like my controller, my keyboard, my mouse, my headset, my chair, my webcam, like that's the most important thing, I'm pretty sure. So now that I've shown you my setup, what I wanted to do is talk to you about some advice or give you a little breakdown of how much you can expect to spend on a basic setup to get started. Because I get questions all the time of how should I start streaming? How should I start making YouTube videos? So I thought, why not also give some advice on a setup that's not going to completely break your bank account, but will get you started in a really nice way. So first, let's go back to the webcams. This is the C922 webcam, which I will be doing a giveaway for, by the way. If you want to know more about the giveaway, make sure to be following me on Twitter. The link is in the description. But this is the Logitech C922 webcam. You can also do this with the Brio. Now, the really cool thing is if you have an Xbox has now made it to where you can plug in any webcam. You don't have to use the Kinect anymore. That's not a thing. You can plug in any webcam. So you can get yourself the same webcam that I use and plenty of other people use and just plug it into your Xbox and stream from your Xbox. So if you're wanting to get into streaming and you have an Xbox and you don't want to shed out a bunch of money on a computer that can stream and do that whole setup stuff, you can just get a Logitech webcam and you are able to plug it into your Xbox and immediately start live streaming to Twitch, to Mixer, to whatever you want to do with that webcam. Just plug it in and you're good to go. So that's definitely going to be the cheapest setup because you're kind of just using what you already have, but just getting a better webcam so that your stream looks a little bit better. Super easy, plug and play with those webcams and you can stream right from your Xbox, and there you go. There's a lot of people that have started their streaming careers who are now massive, who just use like their PlayStation camera. So if you are using a Logitech camera and you are using it through your Xbox, you're gonna have pretty good video quality to start off your streaming career. So that's definitely the cheapest one. Now, if you are a PC player or you're a PS4 player and you wanna start streaming, of course, PS4 is the same thing. You won't be able to use a Logitech camera, but you can use the PS4 camera. It doesn't look super great, but it's not terrible. That's an option that you can totally do. But if you're wanting to step things up a little bit and have it look a little bit better and want to use your computer to stream, there's a few things that you're going to want to get. Now, the lighting is not necessary, but you can actually find it on Amazon for like 60 bucks. I know that's a lot of money to some people, but to have lighting that's gonna last you like forever, 60 bucks and you can get the lighting that I have. It's literally the one that I purchased with 60 bucks. You actually get more than one light for that price. So if one light dies, then you can just use the other one. But like I said, lighting is not necessary, especially with webcams these days. Both the Logitech Brio and the C922 make it to where your camera still looks good when you're in low lighting. So you don't need to worry about the lighting. I'm just letting you guys know the general price of these things. So next up, of course, if you want to do face cams, maybe you don't want to, but if you do want to, a Logitech camera is probably going to be your best option. It's super easy to set up. It looks great, and the price of the C922 is definitely not going to completely break your bank. So that's gonna be $100 for the webcam. Now, in terms of microphones, if you wanna pick up a Yeti, they're a little bit more expensive. I started with the Blue Snowball, which is still an amazing microphone. I actually use the Blue Snowball when I'm traveling because it's just super compact and you can kind of take it with you anywhere. So if you wanted to get the Blue Snowball microphone, that is 60 bucks. So it's the same as the lighting. You can get a microphone. Now, microphone and webcam, I would say, are definitely the most important things. Like, those things are going to be good for your stream. Do you have good audio? Do you have good picture quality? That's kind of be the staple of a good stream. People are gonna come by and be like, this looks good. This sounds good. I'm gonna stick around. So if you're just gonna be streaming PC games, in terms of equipment, it's gonna cost you like $200 something. It's really not too much of a big entrance price. Now, if you are on PS4, you're gonna have to get a capture card to capture your PS4 and then stream it from your computer, unless you just want to stream from your PS4, and that means you're gonna have to get a capture card. Those are gonna be around $150 or so, so that's another $150 you have to spend. But honestly, if you're just getting started streaming and you are on console, just stream from your console, especially if you're on Xbox. Get a Logitech camera, plug it in, you're good to go. You don't need to super invest in anything before you at least dabble in streaming and making content a little bit. If it's something that you like, then you can start investing money in it to make everything look and sound a little bit better. But that's just my advice for if you're wanting to start out. As you can see, I did my research. It's over there. I research prices, okay? I'm helping. But that's just some advice for anyone wanting to start streaming. It's super easy. It's not daunting. You don't have to invest a ton of money. Just start streaming from your console. If you're on PC, just get a decent webcam, decent mic, and you're good to go. You can use OBS, it's free. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my setup. I hope you found some of the information helpful. I will have links to products in the description, so if you're wanting to just click and buy, you can go ahead and do that. Some of them will be affiliate links. I will be transparent with that. Some of them are not affiliate links, but yeah, all links will be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will speak to you awesome people later. Bye.